How you doing, my family and friends? We gotta pay attention because things start to happen and evolve brand new. That if you pay attention and you start learning it and learning how to use it and monetize it, you could do very well. Because 25 years ago, when that online thing started, America Online, Yahoo, Napster, after that, MySpace. This was Amazon early on, before Facebook, before YouTube, before Instagram, before the streaming hit. These are all things that happened over the course of the 25 years. And the people that created, they got involved, that learned how to work with these systems, with these new products, with these new ways of life that was presented to us from ideas that came out of people. The people that learn how to use them and utilize them for their business, for their personal, they are very well right now. They are very well right now. And those things continue to evolve. Look at what Facebook did to MySpace and Instagram, and now there's TikTok, and it just continues and continues and continues to evolve. YouTube, look at Google, look at Apple, the way that has evolved, Amazon, the way that evolved. And like I said, Netflix took Blockbuster out of business, and new things keep coming, right? New things keep coming, and those that jump in early and learn how to use these systems, learn how to capitalize off these new way of lives that's being presented to us, they get to be millionaires, right? So I think to myself, I said, what's new today? What's new today that, people staying away from? They don't know how to manage that. They don't really know. But the people that are learning it, they doing very well. They're getting it. They in early. And as that continues to evolve, it's going to give them a better way of life, because they're going to be able to utilize that skill set that the masses don't have yet, because they're learning how to use that early on when it first being presented to us. Like YouTube, those who learn how to use YouTube early on, now that they master that, they know how to do YouTube Shorts. They know how to do, a whole bunch of things through there. Their presentations, those that know how to, even the computer, when it went from a TV screen to a flat laptop to a tablet, those that utilize that whole thing. Even podcasting, look what podcasting is almost, it's taking over radio. You see, even podcasting, those that got in early on podcasting and been doing episodes for a long time, look where they at now when they get a following with their content. So what's new now that people could learn? You know what it is? It's the AI, artificial intelligence. That's something brand new that is just being presented to us not too long ago. And the people that's learning how to use Chat GPT and all these other apps and all these, even the applications, the apps, look what the app is, an app for everything now. The people that's learning how to deal with AI and use AI for their business, for their personal, for whatever reason, those people gonna go ahead now, because they're getting in now and they're learning it now. They're not gonna wait. Imagine that's not gonna go nowhere no more, from what I can see, because it's just very convenient. So now, right? Imagine 5 or 10 years from now, when that continues to evolve and the people that learn now how to deal with that and use that and connect it to their online and their YouTube and their social medias and their business and their personal, the people that learn how to deal with AI right now and master that, that's another thing. You got to master it. It's not knowing about it. You got to master it, bro. You got to know the ins and outs. You got to know, the people that know the ins and outs of podcasting, the people that knows the ins and outs of, Facebook and YouTube, and the people that know the ins and outs of that, come on, look at what Gillian Waller was able to do. And I know they had connections. They knew a lot of people. But even Cameron and Mace, look how they was able to go from one thing to the next. Because they used those things to their advantage. They connected it with their celebrity and their skill set of the way they communicate. Look at where they are right now, man. So look into AI and see how you can learn that if you're looking to do something. Because that's something that's brand new. A lot of people don't really know about it. A lot of people not onto that right now. And they just use it to get information. But there's more to it. There's more to it because, like I said, that's going to continue to evolve over time. And these are the things we got to pay attention to. Because look, as I get older, right, I'm in my 50s. And and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that the 40-year-old version of myself, the 30-year-old version of myself, had a change of heart, shifted in my mindset, and allowed for me to, go through what I went through in those years, in my 30s and 40s, to be in the space that I'm at in my 50s. I think that's just the biggest blessing, man. That's I'm standing in church right now and I'm just here being grateful to God because, through His Word, through the Holy Spirit, I was able to manage myself and navigate through my 30s and 40s to allow for me to be in this space in my 50s. I'm very grateful for that because, look, when you get to this point in life, and you have another 20, 30, 40 years left, you have more days behind you than what you got ahead of you. You see what I'm saying? So there's no time to waste now. And what you do now at this point, it really matters. But look, when you get to this point, in whatever state you are, that's a direct result of your past and what the 40-year-old version of yourself and the 30-year-old version of yourself decided to do with their time, with their resources. You see, pay attention to that right there. Because we don't look at time as, we don't value it. And we waste a lot of time. And time does not wait for anybody, man. It just continues to push and keep evolving and keeping going forever. Forever. So time is very valuable, man. So if you wasting time being self-centered, that's gonna put you in a predicament in your future. Because that's what does it, self-centeredness. When you self-centered and and self-centered means that it's all about me, it's selfish, and it's letting your emotions dictate your actions. That's self-centeredness, man. Not letting go and letting God. And there's a way to be God-centered. But you have to have that relationship with His Word, and you have that relationship with the Holy Spirit. And you got to keep that in mind as you evolve and as you move along, because that's going to help you become a better version of yourself where you're not going to be able to disappoint yourself later on in life when you look back through the years. Because the best thing about today, this age right now, is that there's so much information. There's so many people willing to give out the information that you could just take that information, apply it, because that's all I did. All I did was take the information that I learned, that I read, that I heard, and I applied it. The information in the Bible, the information about successful men in America, and because we could cry all day that it's racism. We could cry all day that they trying to keep. We could do that all day, but the fact of the matter is that we never reach back out and try to help one another. When one of us gets out the barrel, we don't never throw a life-saving or rafter to save the rest of us and show us step by step how I did it. And I've been telling them step by step how I did it. And because it's not something that is gonna happen overnight for You know, because when you do it the right way, it takes longer, but it doesn't go away. Listen to that right there. When you're doing things the right way, it might take you longer, but you're going to be able to sustain it, and you're going to enjoy it, and it's not going to go away, and you're going to be able to pass it down to your kids. You know, and I'm one of the persons that I'm always, you know, at the job, if I see you doing something that could be done better, I'm going to tell you, look, don't do it that way, do it this way. You know, if I do something, I'm not gonna sit back and blame it on somebody else or let somebody. No, I'm gonna step up and say, you know why? Because I don't operate in fear. I'm not gonna be fearful of getting laid off or losing my job because I made a mistake and you know, and I can't say nothing now because I'm gonna be nah. Look, this is what happened. This is what it is, and because I realized a very long time ago, man, since the day I was born, since I was a baby, you know, my parents. You know, I always been provided for one way or another. In my highest points, in my lowest points, you know, being in this country, man, you're going to be provided for one way or another. You know, if you want to be homeless, that's a mental situation now. If you want to be hungry here in this country, that's mental issue because, you know, there's an abundance of opportunities, an abundance of resources, an abundance of help out here. But you gotta look for it, and you gotta find it, and you gotta use it and enjoy it and do better with it. You know, that's my word for today, man. Just pay attention, stay woke. And AI is something that's, you know, starting now in the last year or two. It's evolving after the pandemic. And, you know, if you're looking to get into something and master something, learn how that works and how you could connect it to your social media to get things going, you know, to learn how to market products, you know, that online selling business, how people just, you know, making a lot of money selling products online by going to a store, buying a product for $2 and then selling it online for 10, and they'll buy 1,000 of them, and they'll just, you know, they got that business going on. You know, just some food for thought, my family and friends. You know, have a nice day. A once upon a time felon, unashamed for Christ, forever saved.